Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Masterson. You can call me Jessica, and I'll be your instructor for this semester's Women's 101. I'm really excited to get to know you all, and to facilitate that process, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I graduated in August 2018 with a PhD from UNL. My department, or the program itself, was educational studies, and my focus was language, literacy, and culture. I'm interested in the gendered dynamics of K-12 public education and how gender also impacts in an intersectional way race, class, sexuality, religion, etc. If you ever want to know more about my research, I can tell you lots. But for the time being, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the class itself. Hopefully you've looked at the syllabus. That will be your number one source of information. I want to touch on a few class policies that I think are really important for us all to adhere to and to be aware of. And then we'll talk specifically about this first week and the expectations in terms of readings and assignments. So to begin with, the structure of the class is primarily discussion based. All of you are in small discussion groups of 4 to 5 students for most assignments. And what I'm asking you to do every week is to generally reflect on the readings that were assigned. I'm asking you to do that by Thursday of the given week. And then by Sunday, at the end of the week, I'm asking you to follow up with 2 of your colleagues in your small group, posting questions, clarifications, perhaps offering words of affirmation or support as necessary, just to ensure that you form a really strong community. I pride myself on building community, and that can be really difficult in virtual spaces, but I think these small groups and the structure of the small group discussions that I've tried to set up will enable us to get to know each other better throughout the semester. So you can plan on that generally every Thursday, writing your initial post, and then by Sunday, a few days later, following up with other people. I want to go over a couple of the policies that we'll all be adhering to. And the first is that I just want to let you know that every Monday by noon, I will plan to post some sort of an announcement that might be in the form of a video like this. I thought it was important for you all to see my face. Or it just might be words, but please do check that announcement tab. Sometime on Monday, probably in the afternoon is best. And that will just be a place where I will give you an update about the work that we're doing that week. I'll answer any questions that have come to me from a lot of people. I'll clarify the assignments as best as I can. So after you do that, and I'm calling that the Monday Morning Minute, after you check out the Monday Morning Minute, do spend a little time as well on our class Padlet page and within the discussion thread for our class Padlet artifact presentation. So your classmates, and everyone has been assigned a date already, so please check out the syllabus, but your classmates will be posting different artifacts. So this might be in the form of memes or Twitter posts or articles onto our Padlet page. And every week, 2 or 3 of you will also give us a video presentation of that artifact, telling us why you think it's interesting or important, how it relates to this class, etc. So in addition to checking out the Monday Morning Minute at the start of every week, please also check out the Padlet page and the artifact presentation discussion so you can hear your colleagues' thoughts about the artifacts that they've posted. Additionally, I'm really trying to be super present for you all, and I'm here to answer your questions as you have them. I do ask that we follow a simple rule called Ask 3 Before Me, which just simply means before you reach out to me with a question, look at least 3 different other sources to make sure that that question hasn't already been answered. So one of those sources could be the syllabus. Another could be the course assignment page itself. Another could be the Monday Morning Minute, where I'm perhaps talking about the assignment that you have a question about. Another could be a colleague, maybe in your small group. You can ask them a question and see if they picked up on a different piece of information than you did. If those 3 different sources still don't have the answer to the question that you're asking, please feel free, reach out to me over Canvas at your convenience, for sure. And the last policy that I want to talk to you all about in this format is just the idea that we need to be very, very respectful always, right, in any class context, but especially online, because it will be, at least initially, a little bit more difficult for us to form a community and to form bonds among each other. So to help us have a really positive community, I'm going to ask that, first of all, when we're posting things, that we think very thoughtfully and carefully about the words that we choose, that we recognize that others are going to have different reactions potentially, and to try our best to make sure our original meaning is conveyed. So to this end, stay away from sarcasm, for instance, because it's hard to pick up on that, especially when you don't know somebody. So choose your words very, very carefully and thoughtfully. Secondly, as we're reading others' words, I'm going to ask us to do our best to give the other person the benefit of the doubt, to try to see what their intention is, even if it's not clearly communicated. Now, I'm going to be monitoring our discussions, of course, and if there's anything problematic, I will let you know. But I think as an important starting point, we need to kind of extend an olive branch and perhaps ask clarifying questions if we're a little unsure of what somebody's trying to say. And then finally, it's so important for us to remember that our experience is, by definition, limited. There are so many other experiences that people have, walking even in the same places that we walk. And so it can be really tempting to discount somebody's experience because it's different than yours. And I just want to really emphasize that there is so much to be learned when we are open to the fact that other people have these different experiences. They can really enrich our own understanding of the world. So keep those pieces in mind. Finally, just another general note about the course, we will be using a lot of technology. You'll be creating videos. You'll be uploading various types of files. You'll be doing an infographic as your final project. So if you're somebody who is not particularly tech savvy, please take a look at all of the different tools we'll be using. Make sure that you're familiar with them. Spend some time. A lot of them require accounts, which is tedious, but is the way of the world now, I suppose. So you might take some time this week to set up a Padlet account, let's say, or a Canva account, looking down ahead for our infographic assignment. So, and again, I'm here to help too when it comes to tech support. If you look at the Pages tab in our Canvas page, you'll notice a lot of different resources that I've tried to compile there for you. But of course, if you're still struggling, let me know. All right, and then on to this week. We have a few readings that are just a kind of a general introduction to feminist issues. It's pretty light reading this week. In future weeks, it will be a bit heavier. And then rather than starting with our reading response discussions, which will start next week, I'm asking that for this Thursday, kind of as an introductory activity, I want you all to write down somewhere and save a definition that you have for feminism. So think carefully about it. I'm going to ask you to create a video introduction where you tell us a little bit about yourself. You also present this definition of feminism. Tell us a little bit about where it came from, what experiences you've had that make you think of feminism in that particular way. And we'll share these, and this will be a whole class discussion. So that video, that What is Feminism Reflection Part 1, that's what it's called on Canvas, that will be due on Thursday. And then by Sunday, I'm asking that you read through and listen to other people's videos and comment on at least 2 of your colleagues, if not more. All right, this is kind of a big getting to know you activity since there are 33 of us. It's quite a large class. All right, that should start us off for this week. I'm here to help if you have questions, and I'm just so excited to get to know each and every one of you. All right, cheers.